Hey guys, I'm back. I thought, why not just continue since Kate is cooperating and sleeping right now, which is crazy. It's been like 2 hours, so I have to do my makeup anyway, so why not just show you guys what I do quickly. So I'm not gonna do like lots of like eyeshadow colors or like even probably eyeliner. I usually just do like a quick like 2 colors on my lids and then mascara and just a normal like kind of face foundation and stuff. So I'll just quickly do that for you guys and just show you some of the products that I'm loving that we have. So I just quickly did my brows already because I do have them microbladed, which I love and totally recommend. I had like terrible brows before. I plucked the crap out of them in high school and they like never grew back. So microblading has just, it's been awesome because I actually like feel like I have more, it sounds dumb because it's just your eyebrows, but I do feel more confident. Like I wouldn't even go out in public before with my eyebrows not penciled in. So I do still shade them in a bit because I don't know, my tattoo, the last time I got it done, it just didn't really stick as well as it usually did. I don't know if it has to do with breastfeeding or what exactly, but anyways, so I did my brows, I did my morning skincare routine that I just shared with you guys live already. So I will just go ahead and do my makeup quickly. So one thing about our foundation, and usually when you put on concealer, you do it, I usually do it before I put on my foundation color. But with our foundation, it adjusts to your skin color. It'll kind of take on the pigment of your skin color. So that's awesome because if you order a color and you're not too sure about it, it usually adjusts like up to 2 or 3 shades even like on both sides of the color. And when I've tried those products in the past, they haven't really been great coverage for me that I thought or that I noticed. So I was kind of hesitant to try it with this foundation, but it's actually great coverage and you can build on it. So if you apply one layer and you want extra spots covered, you can just apply a little bit more in those areas and blend it in. And like I said, these products, all our skincare or all our makeup too has the Seneplex complex. And I'm like talking about that all the time because it's patented to SeneGence and it's like an amazing thing that they have that it renews your skin so much faster. So even wearing the eyeshadow or the blush or any of the makeup will actually benefit your skin to wear it. It doesn't do the opposite. Don't mind my hair. It's like just whatever, but so yeah, so the thing anyways about the concealers, you want to apply your foundation first because if you apply your concealer and it's like a little bit of a, say, a lighter color, or if you're using like a green concealer that we have to cover redness, and then you apply the foundation after, the foundation will kind of adjust to the color of your concealer in that spot. So I will just go ahead and apply the foundation first. And I just kind of use a little bit. My mirror's back here, so don't mind that. You can put it on however you want. I just put a little bit on my face first and then kind of blend it in. I'm by no means like a makeup expert, you guys. Like I'm showing you what I do. And one thing I do love is sharing products that I love. So I will share that with you and show you how I do it. But there's also other ways to apply things. I used to use a brush for my foundation, and now I've just kind of started using a beauty blender. I better apply this because if I don't blend it, it does set. And so you just want to make sure you blend it in nice and good and not leave it too long. It's not like you have like seconds, you have some time to apply it, but it will set. Same with the eyeshadows. And the what am I trying to say? The blush too. I probably didn't use quite as much as I usually do, but that's okay. So for my concealer, I use, like I said, okay, that foundation, this is the first time I've used a blender in like a long time. I usually use the brush. What do you guys use? Do you guys use a brush, or do you like using like a sponge like that? Some people actually wet these too. You can use a more of a damp like application. I just did it dry today, so. Are you guys, I know there's some people watching. Can you guys comment or anything? I can't see any of your comments at all, but So anyways, the Candlelight ShadowSense is what I use for my concealer, and it is amazing. It is, once you put it on, it doesn't rub off like the rest of our makeup. And I find that it covers, I do have the natural concealer as well. Hey Bonnie, hey Taylor. But I find that this covers so much, not so much better, but just better than our actual like concealer does. So I'm putting it on some of my little spots. I have some age spots. Well, I don't know if they're age spots, but some people say that when you're pregnant, you can get like brown spots on your face. Did you guys ever? I don't know if any of you guys ever had that, but I noticed I got that when I was expecting, and they don't really go away yet, at least. But this does, like this concealer, I should have showed you before. I had one right here, a brown spot, and it's gone. You can see I kind of have some clogged pores there, but oh yeah, I've heard that, Lana. Like, I've heard some people get them really bad, and I don't know if they actually do go away. I'm hoping it kind of does in time, but anyways, you can use a brush to blend your concealer if you want. I just use my finger. I find that it kind of like blends a bit better. And I sometimes have a bit of redness like around my nose, so I'll just use a little bit of concealer there too. So that's what I said, you guys. These ShadowSense colors are awesome. You can use them for so many different things. There's even like some of our blush, our colors that look like more pinkish in the ShadowSense, you can use as blush, which is pretty cool too. So I usually put on my foundation, and then I wait for my blush and bronzer until after I do my eyes, and then I kind of do my under eye after that. Sorry, I'm losing hair. That's another thing about being pregnant and after. I've like lost so much of my hair. But I've been using that Monet like hair system, if that's even how you say it. And I do notice it actually has been helping. So I do love it. I'm not sure if any of you guys use that or not, but so far I'm liking it a lot. I've been using it for a few months. So then on my eyes, I curled my eyelashes already, so I didn't, I won't do that obviously because that's already done. But I usually do that. And then with these eyeshadows, you guys, the reason they last so long is because the pigment of these molecularly bonds to your skin, just like your LipSense. So, oh, I just saw that Lana, hers went away. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, so these colors will bond to your skin. So you don't want to put like, I used to put like foundation kind of on my eye, just like as a base or something. I don't really know why, or just to get rid of like some of the, you know, redness or like veins or whatever on my eye. But now I just will use a base of this ShadowSense, sometimes in Candlelight, sometimes I use Sandstone Pearl, because it needs to bond to your skin. So if you have a bunch of stuff under the eyeshadow, it won't last as long, okay? So I'm cracking this Sandstone Pearl Shimmer for the first time because it looks so pretty and I love like a shimmery color. I'm just gonna grab, I have like everything everywhere here. That's the thing when you sell makeup, it's like so hard not to want to try everything, and you just kind of have everything all over your bathroom, it seems like. So, yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put this all over like the base of my eyelid, and I'll probably put a bit as a highlighter under my brow as well. And so this is the thing about the shadows. Another thing is you want to do one eye at a time because, like I said, it dries like super quickly, or sets, I should say, super quickly. So you don't want to put on like a couple of dark colors in your crease or whatever you're gonna do, and then all of a sudden you can't blend it. Because they are super blendable, but you need to like do it within a certain time frame. I kind of applied it with a brush at first, and then I kind of I'm tapping it in to like blend it a bit better. This is a really pretty color. And you can apply, like if you want to, you know, take this out, if you don't want to use this, you can take a brush and like put a little bit on your brush. With the base colors, I usually just swipe some on my eye and then kind of like blend it in a little bit. Yeah, this is a super pretty color. I have the regular Sandstone Pearl and it's really nice too as like a base color. So you can, I don't know if you guys can see, it's kind of, there's a bit of shimmer to it. But yeah, and you can use, I mean, you can use this as a highlighter on like your cheekbones or anything like that. So I actually just got the color Garnet in yesterday, and it's like I usually lean more towards like browns and stuff like that when I'm doing my eyeshadow or neutrals, and this Garnet is like a, can you see it? It's like a brown, like kind of a dark brown. And you guys, like I said, you don't hardly need to use any, when you're using dark colors like this, you just, less is more and you can build it up. So just like put literally a dot or two on your eye and then add more as you need it. But what I'm gonna do with this is just put a little bit on my brush and like just kind of tap it in where I want it, and then you can kind of blend it. Don't mind me if I look like a weirdo doing my makeup. I've never like recorded it before, so usually I have my mouth like half open and I'm just like, I'm sure everybody else probably looks kind of similar. But I just like blend it in, kind of tap it. Doesn't matter what kind of, I mean, yeah, your brushes do kind of matter, but you don't need to spend a ton of money on brushes to get nice ones. So I usually just kind of, when I'm just doing two colors, I usually do a base color, a lighter color, and then I do a darker color kind of in like a V shape here. I don't have, some people have like huge eyelid areas. Do you know what I mean? Like when you look at some people that do their eyeshadow and stuff, it's like they have so much place to like put eyeshadow. That sounds so weird, but I think you guys know what I mean. Like their eyelid or their eyebrow is like up higher or something and they have more like area. I don't really have a ton of area, but so there's different ways to do it, but I just like to do like a little V, so the darker color in my crease and just kind of down on my lid there. The nice thing about this stuff, if you, like I said, it sets and you can't take it off, right? So like if I rub my eyelid, once it sets, it won't come off. But so when you get it like down underneath here, you want to just take the Foops remover, which is this. It's our like our foundation, blush, eyeshadow, mascara remover. It removes everything. So you just take that, take a Q-tip and just kind of go under your eye. That's kind of why I don't do my under eye concealer and stuff while I'm doing, before I do my eyeshadow. And then, and you know, when you're using like powdered eyeshadows, you'll notice like when you're doing your eyeshadow that you get like powder down here, right? Like the eyeshadow will kind of like crumble and whatever. So that's the nice thing with the cream eyeshadows. It doesn't do that. And they dry to like a powder, they're like a cream to powder color. So I'm literally like dabbing this, you guys. There's barely any color on there. And you can see like it blends really well. And then you just don't want to, if you put too much on, you're going to end up like taking your whole eyelid. Well, not your whole eyelid off, but like your whole, all your eye makeup off on your one eyelid. So just like do, like less is more. So just kind of blend it. I know I said this is like a quick routine and it doesn't usually take this long. Obviously I'm just talking, so it takes a little longer. But yeah, so that kind of looks dark on that one side, but I think the lighting in here is kind of weird as well. But anyway, so that's like, as you can kind of see. And you can kind of like, sometimes I'll go back in with like a lighter color just on my lid and just add a little bit of that so it, you know, it kind of makes your lid stand out a bit more. And just tap that in. And blend this stuff, you guys, blend these colors more than you think, because like no one likes to have like a weird makeup eyeshadow line, right? Like that just looks kind of weird, so just blend it out. Anyways, so that's kind of like how I do my eyeshadow usually. If I wanted to, I'd put some eyeliner on. I don't really feel like putting eyeliner on today. I don't always wear it. But if I did, I would use the Onyx ShadowSense that we have because, and you can either use the skinny end of this wand, as you can see there's like a skinnier end, or you can apply it to a brush. Sometimes I just do the skinny end because it's, I'm really bad at putting on like any kind of like liquid eyeliner. I'm terrible. So it seems like it's a little bit easier for me to apply it when I do it like that. So I'm just going to clean up the underneath my eye because one thing about the eyeshadow, you guys, if you have kind of a darker color, you don't want to let it like, you don't want it to come down your eye. Like you need to really make sure it's kind of cleaned up here because then you want it to like look like it's lifting, you know, your eye. You don't need anything like bringing your eyes down. When you're a mom and you don't have much time to sleep or do anything, it seems like you just need to, anything that helps like make you look more awake and lifted is always great. So I'm going to put on now my mascara. So before, or not before, but we have a primer and a LashSense color. So right now our primer is out of stock. So I just got the Real Primer from Sephora just to hold me over until our stock comes back. But I'll just throw that on. Do you guys use a primer when you're doing your lashes? I find like it does make a big difference. Our formula for our mascara is kind of like more of a wet formula. I don't know if you know what I mean when I say that, but it's not dry. Like, you know, some mascaras seem to be more dry. Anyway, so that's why I like to like build it up a little bit and then your lashes just look a little thicker. And I guess you're kind of supposed to let your primer dry a little bit before you put your mascara on. And I usually, this is just me, but I usually just do mascara on the top lashes. I know some people do the bottom as well, but I just don't do that usually. If I'm just doing like a quick day, whatever, day look, simple. Eyelash primer, interesting, never used it before. Okay, yes, I mean Sephora has like a ton of brands. We have a brand, or obviously we have a brand, we have SeneGence brand. And it really, like the SeneGence lash primer really keeps your lashes like hydrated and not like dry and brittle. So it infuses your eyelashes with like healthy nutrients and things like that. So, yeah. And then, so this is our LashSense, so I just go back in and put the LashSense on. I'm just looking behind me because I can't do my lashes in that little live video mirror. Yeah. It's hard to talk. I don't know about you guys. I'm like, when I'm doing my mascara, it's like I can't do anything else. So this mascara is like super waterproof. The primer I use isn't waterproof. So it's still kind of like, sometimes during the day you'll still get a little bit of like smudging and stuff under your eyes, I notice, but when you're using the mascara by itself or with our primer, it's super waterproof, which is awesome. Coming into the summer. Whoops. I can't even believe that Kate's still sleeping. She usually has one good long nap a day, but this is like longer than usual. I got some mascara here, so I'm just gonna go in back with the Foops remover and just clean that up. So, now what I usually do, where am I? So that's kind of my eyes. I just do my eyeshadow and like my mascara, and if I feel like doing liner, I do. If I feel like in the third color, that's fine too, but this is just easy and simple, so, and quick, even though it doesn't seem like it because I'm going on forever talking, but so next thing I do is I usually, we have some powder, some loose powder that we have, SeneGence has, and it's great, but I have just been like addicted to MAC like blotting powder, so I just usually like put a bit of that on before I put my BlushSense on. I love this powder. It's like, if you have kind of like an oily T-zone or anything like that, or get a little bit oily during the day, it's like such a good blotting powder. It doesn't leave any color really, it's more just like a blotting powder, like it's called. The nice thing about our foundation though is that it dries. It's like, it goes on obviously as like a cream foundation, but it dries to a powder finish. So talking about other uses for ShadowSense, I use the Garnet, well I just started yesterday, as a bit of a contour. So I just literally put a couple dots like that, that's all you need, and then just kind of blend it in here. Because you know, like, I know some people use Mocha Java ShadowSense as well for contour, but I just kind of started using this. We'll kind of see. Mocha Java is out of stock, so well, maybe I'll order it and try it later. But you want to put your contour, I mean, I'm not a pro like I said, but you want it to be in where your natural like crease, or your cheekbones, sorry, like under your cheekbones. So I don't know if I love that color, using that color or not. I'll have to maybe try the other one and see. Oh, I'm getting like super hot. But when you're contouring, you want to do like a 3, right? I'm sure you guys have heard that a million times, but you kind of go up here and then down here. If you were actually doing like a whole bunch of contouring, and you can get crazy doing your nose and like lighter here and like lighter in here with different products. Like we have Pearlizer foundation, and that's supposed to be, you can use that for highlighter as well. But for my blush, literally like, this is like all you need for blush. Like, we'll blend that obviously, but start with less is more. My sister tried my blush this weekend at Easter and looked like she got punched in the side of the face. Sorry, Carrie. But I just kind of blend it out with like a brush that I had before. You can use whatever brushes you want, like I said, but I like a pinker kind of blush. We have like a few different types. This is Toasted Rose, and it's really pretty. Pouty Pink is really nice too. But I just take a little, like this is gonna last forever, this tube. But I just take it and then blend it. And if I want to add more after, I will add more. But this stuff, so this blush also has a Cinepex complex in it, and it will stay put. So you'll like be the whole day through and not really have to reapply your blush, which is nice, because I used to like bring my makeup with me like throughout the day to like reapply a little bit of whatever, but you don't need to do that with our products, which is super handy. So when I'm doing my under eye, I usually do, actually what I'm going to show you guys is our EyeLuminator like I've been talking about. So this is Pearlizer foundation. So like I said, it's that foundation you can use to highlight. Some people will mix it with their foundation color and put it all over their face, kind of like a dewy finish if you like that. But I haven't done that yet. I've just kind of used it under my eye. So I'm still kind of testing whether I like using it under my concealer or over top. I think that the place you're supposed to do it, or how you're supposed to use it, is over top of your concealer, but either way you're gonna get like that highlighted look. So this is sorry, I kind of lost track of what I was saying. It's a mix of the pearlizer and our eye cream. So again, I just kind of tap it in underneath. And you can put it on the top of your eyelid too, that's fine. But it just kind of highlights. You can kind of see it just highlights like under your eye. So if you need like a lift during the day, if you're feeling tired or your face is looking tired, you can just like literally put some on, like I said, on top of your makeup or whatever, and it'll give you like a lift and make you look more awake, even though you're not. So then what I'm gonna do is put the Candlelight ShadowSense. It covers blue and kind of under eye dark circles spots. So I'll just put a little bit just in the corner of my eye, kind of down here. And just again, I just tap like really lightly for my eye makeup. I don't need to like add to my fine lines or whatever around my eyes. So that covers really well. And then I like my under eyes to look a little bit more light than the rest of my face. So just to obviously brighten it up. So I use the regular Sandstone Pearl as concealer under my eyes. And you guys, I don't know if you probably heard this as well, but you kind of want to do like a V, your concealer kind of in a V under your eyes. I actually usually put my concealer on under my eyes before my blush. I kind of just got whatever doing things and forgot to do that, but usually I do it in the other order. So I do my concealer and then my blush. But again, I just tap it in, and once it's set, it's not gonna be like moving. So that's another thing. I used to always carry my under eye concealer with me because I felt like it just always wore off during the day. And yeah, I'd have it everywhere. I'd be like, oh no, I forgot my makeup if I went out, and then that's just annoying. So when you don't have to do that, it's nice. So I just, blend that in. You can like set that with like powder if you want, like our translucent powder, which is great. There's also like a blush and bronzer powder as well. So you can set it with that if you want, just kind of tap it in. But yeah, the reason I do my blush after is just because you want to make sure you don't have like white under your eyes necessarily. You want to blend it with like your blush and stuff. Yeah, so that's like, sorry, the lighting might be kind of bright or weird on my face, but that's my face makeup that I do, and it took me probably forever to do it because I was explaining it at the same time, but I just wanted to show you that quick little routine. I can do more like a going out eye look like another time or whatever, or more contouring later, but that's it for now, and I better get blow dry my hair because it's gonna dry all weird on me. So yeah, you guys have a good day, and I'll do I can do a LipSense application tutorial again later even to show you. But yeah, have a good day, and we'll see you guys again.